Good morning, dear students. How are you today? I'm going to teach you from your Unit 8, Write and Talk. So let us begin from top first. So here in A section, we have form groups and have a discussion on whether capital punishment is worse than life imprisonment. Make a list of points for what each group says and see if you can come to an agreement as a class. So first of all, form groups. You will make groups from your class. Suppose if you are 40 students, you should make group of 40 students. In each group there should be at least 5 students, and each group then will have a discussion on whether the capital punishment is worse or life imprisonment is worse. So we have to choose which one is better than the other. Means if capital punishment is better than life imprisonment or life imprisonment is better than capital punishment. Yes, we rightly know that neither of the punishment is good. No punishment is good in this world. Yet still we have to decide. We have to argue as a group which of the two is better than the other. Make a list of points for each group. Each group will make points of arguments and then say and see if you come to any conclusion, if you come to an agreement in the class. So in this first talk you will have to write about all this. I hope you have understood. In second B, in pairs conduct a conversation with one person being the lawyer and the other being the banker. Imagine what they would have said to each other if they had met at the end of the story. So in this story you know that banker and the prisoner both could not meet because the prisoner escaped from the prison 5 minutes before and thus violating the terms and conditions that were laid for the imprisonment. So in another case, if you had been at the place of the lawyer and the other your friend, means your classmate, would have been at the place of the banker, then and if you had met at the end of the story, or suppose what would have happened if the banker and the lawyer would have met at the end of the story, what sort of conversation would have gone between them. You will have to imagine about that and write about that conversation. Okay, so I hope you understood. So next, here we have another thing, that is summarize the story in about 20 to 2500 words. So let us read. We have to summarize this poem. We have to write the gist of this story. So first, how we can write down the summary of the lesson. So some hints, some points are given here that we should follow while writing the summary of this present lesson or story. First, note down the important facts of the story in chronicle order. Means first we shall write down, we shall select out chronicle events or important points, important facts which give turn to the story, okay, which helps to develop the story further, which helps to develop its contents. So in chronicle order we will take out the points of the story, okay, just like first the organizing of the party by the banker, then there is the second point is argument between the lawyer and the young lawyer and the banker. Third, the suitable place to live for the banker in a cell, and third, how he spent his life there. So we will have to think all about this, and at the end of the story, how the lawyer escaped from the prison and violated the terms and conditions laid for the bet. So in this way we will continue writing the story in chronicle manner, or the summary of the story in chronicle manner. Then second point, we shall take the summary further. In the second one, write the summary or the gist of the story. Summary and gist are the same thing. So looking at your notes, then write down the story looking at your notes. Okay, the turning points of the story in actual. Okay, you will write down the turning points in the story, how the story went further. Remember, in third point we are asked to do that. Remember, while writing the summary, you have to use your own words and note as they are used in the story. So the third thing that we should keep in mind, we should write the entire story, entire summary of the chapter, or we have to write the entire gist of the story in our own words. We must avoid taking words from the text. Means we should use words on our own behalf. Okay, so we should not go after the words that are in the chapter. Okay, so avoid using the words from text. And the fourth thing that we should take care of, that next check and edit the summary for punctuation, spelling and grammar. And fourth thing that we should take care, we should be careful about that. We should use punctuation marks where necessary. We should look for the spelling of the words, and grammatical mistake we should try to avoid. Okay, so we should edit our summary in such a way that we should use punctuation marks as required, and we should also take care of the spellings we are using of the words, and at the same time we should be grammatically correct in our sentence structure. So I hope you understood. In the next point, then exchange your summary with few other students in small groups of 4 and get their feedback on your work. Then as a student in your class, you will tell about that story, or you will show the summary written by you to the other students, your classmates, in the small groups as you have formed earlier. So you will take the feedback from your classmates. How do they think about after reading the story written by you? So, and how they feel. So you will give them your summary to read. Then finally, in the last, what you have to follow, revise your summary based on the feedback you have received and submit it to your teacher. After you gave your summary to your classmates, and they once have read, and they would have certainly pointed out some of the mistakes, and they would have criticized your work. So on every ground, you will once again analyze your work. You will analyze the written piece by you, and further, when you are quite satisfied about your work, you have gone through it again and repeatedly you have corrected the mistakes there. Then finally you will deposit your work to your subject teacher, means your English teacher. I hope, my dear students, you would have understood it. So if you still have any doubt or anything that you face problem in, you please do write to me through WhatsApp, and you can also give me your own suggestions. Okay, this is the all for today. May God Saraswati bless you, and I hope you will hard work and you will get good marks in your second semester. And this is the all for today. Thank you and have a good day. Thank you.